Hi everyone, I'm Alice. I'm the marketing and the content producer for the Equine Fusion Jogging Shoes. I'm at Flekkefjord to meet Sara and her horses. Sara is the product developer and the tester for the Equine Fusion Jogging Shoes. We are starting something completely new at YouTube called My EqFusion Journey. The Equine Fusion Journey is a new playlist on YouTube where we are traveling out to meet ambassadors, customers, and people who are using the Equine Fusion Jogging Shoes to get their stories and their experiences. Are you ready for 10 quick ones?
Yes.
Who are you?
Well, my name is Sara. I live in Flekkefjord, a city south in Norway. I'm a product developer and tester for Equine Fusion. And beside that, I work in healthcare at nighttime. I live alone with my 3 cats and my 2 horses.
How old were you when you started up with horses?
I were about 8 or 9 years old. I fell in love with the movie Black Beauty, where there was one black horse and one red horse. So I eventually bought one black and one red.
So why did you start with horses?
Well, as I mentioned, I fell in love with the movie Black Beauty, and my dream was to have my own horse. So I started working really early so I could afford a horse on my own, because my parents didn't let me buy a horse because they told me it was too expensive. So then I just suddenly bought 2 without them knowing.
What branch are you in?
Well, right now it's just hobby and product testing, but earlier we have been in harness racing, endurance riding and show jumping, but since the horses are getting older, we are just training just to keep them in shape and just for fun.
When did you start with Equine Fusion and why?
Well, I started with Equine Fusion for about 7 years ago in 2016, I guess. This is actually one of the old models that we have used a lot. But we are not using it anymore because of the newer models have thicker soles and are better for the horses. I had to quit with iron shoes because of my horse's really bad hoof condition. She can't get nailed, so she can't wear iron shoes because of her thin hoof walls and thin soles.
Why jogging boots instead of iron shoes?
Well, for us it's easy because iron shoes on her is just a non-option, because she's absolutely just too sensitive and have too bad hoof condition to tolerate the nails in her hoof. So we only use boots and glue-on shoes. So when she's not wearing glue-on shoes, she wears boots and the opposite. We use the Equine Fusion jogging boot because of the thick elastic rubber sole. It's thick and gives a lot of dampening, and that's what we need because of her poor hoof condition. So it has really helped her to function on daily basis.
Which jogging boots is your favorite?
Well, my favorite is the active jogging shoe. That's because it has a lot of protection around and it stays on no matter what we do. And it's easy to take on and off. Just open up, put the hoof in and close it again. Yeah. We are really satisfied with this model.
How do you train your horses?
Well, we train a lot of, we do a lot of carriage driving, and often when I do that I have one of the horses on a leash back, so I get to train both of them at the same time. And we do a lot of riding and alternative training. So, and we have like, we train for about 3 to 4 times a week.
What is the most important thing to think about when you have a horse?
Well, in my opinion, the most important thing is to always put the horse's well-being first, and to prioritize the horses, and always put the horse first and the sport second. And it's important to me that my horses always have the best and that they are comfortable and that we always have a good connection to each other, and that the humans that work with them have good understanding with them, and yes, the horse's well-being.